Come on and show you a quick lesson real quick, and it's spotting boxes. So here are two Rolex boxes, and if you can't tell from quick first glance which one is fake, I want to point it out. This one right here is fake. This one is the real. A couple ways you can tell when you compare them side by side is if you look at the crown right there, you can notice how the one on the right is significantly bigger, as well as the little hole there, it's significantly larger. And then if you look at the little points at the top of the crown, on the left-hand side, they look like they're individual balls that are attached to the thing, whereas the one on the right looks like just a stamped piece of metal. So that's my initial tell. Once you open it up, there's a couple things in here. You can look at the size of the gap right here. Obviously on the fake, it's much larger. On the real one, it's much smaller. And then when you go down to the Rolex crown, if you rub your hand across this, you can tell that this is embedded into the material, whereas this one feels like a sticker. When you rub your hand across it, you can feel it. Another way to tell is pulling the cushions out and comparing. Obviously, this one on the right looks like complete shit. The one on the left has this little inlay. If you look in here, it's got an inlay which attaches these two pieces and kind of fashions this whole thing together, whereas this one looks like it was just wrapped in a piece of cloth. Then you can even look at them side by side. When you look all the way around, you can see how nice and perfect this one fits together. And then on the fake, it just, it has a sloppy appearance to it. So that's one. These are a few quick ways to tell, looking at the overall quality of the box. One more thing, if you flip the boxes upside down, they'll have the Rolex print on them. One, you can tell, it's hard to tell in the video, but the greens are definitely significantly different. And then the pattern, Rolex has this kind of textured pattern in green to it, and it just looks right, whereas this one's very sloppy. And you can see what looks like little water bubbles, and you can actually feel it if you rub your fan across that. You can feel like a little air pocket under there. But then even looking at the text, again, on the left-hand side, it's a nice, clean cut, straight, smooth text, whereas the one on the right-hand side looks like it was just stamped on, printed. You can see little imperfections around it. So it's, if you're just looking at this box alone, and you get it in first glance, everything looks good. But once you've seen enough of these, like that right there is a dead giveaway. As soon as I saw this box, I knew. And then just feeling the box, it doesn't line up. It looks sloppy edges, little air pockets everywhere. And then opening and closing the box, once you handle enough of these, you get to tell.